Exciting news, everyone. DTF Station just released a brand new printer that's going to be a hit for those who are looking to get started printing t-shirts. The A3 Plus R was a really small model, but this machine's even more compact. Now, whether you have experience in heat transfer or not, this would be a great way to dive into the apparel decorating industry. Whoa, hold on, before we dive into this, we've noticed 88% of our viewers are non-subscribers. I don't know what's going on there, but if you're watching this video, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. You won't regret it. We have a lot of fun over here. All right, now roll the intro. My name is Estevan with All American Print Supply. If you hang out with me in today's video, we're gonna go over direct-to-film printing and how to get production started using the new Prestige A4. If you have any questions on anything we go over in today's video, go ahead and leave in the comment section down below. And don't forget to drop a thumbs up. First of all, huge shout out to DTF Station for sending us over this preview model so we can give you guys, our audience, a very first look before the actual release. Now, first impression-wise, this guy is petite. The previous model, the A3 Plus R, was a small printer, but this machine is even more compact. Now, the brochure has it listed at approximately 23 by 18.5 by about 11 inches tall, and it's not that heavy. Now, even though this is small, this printer is mighty. Now, we're looking at an estimated production speed of about 9 square feet an hour, and that's running the optimized DPI resolution of 1440 by 720. And what the heck does that even mean? Well, let's say you're running this as a part-time production house on your desktop. In a full week, I'd say you're looking at over 225 full-size pieces. Now, the machine itself will have a max print width of almost 8 inches and can accommodate both sheets and roll printing. Now, don't forget, we do have some new paint jobs on this latest model. You'll have your classic silver and black, as well as a pretty in pink, and a cool minty green. Let's make DTF fun. All right, I know you guys want to see how this thing works. I kind of do too. Let's throw it to the software. Now, over here, all I'm going to do is grab my image, drag and drop. We'll give this just a second for my preview to live time populate on the screen. There we go. Now, I've already got my media selected. We've already got our ink profile here. Everything is ready to go. And if you notice, in the RIP software, it automatically mirrored the image for me. Now, this is important. When it comes to direct-to-film printing, you're always going to print backwards. The ink is going to lay down in reverse order, CMYK, and then white on top, because we're going to be pressing this face down. So if it doesn't automatically mirror in any direct-to-film running you're running, make sure you always flip it before you send the print. So now up here, all I'm going to do is select my job. Let's go ahead and send this to the machine. It's going to get ripping, and then it's going to get printing. I want to talk a little bit about what direct-to-film is and how this works. Now, this is utilizing a special film that's coated with layers so it can receive the ink. Not a lot of ink. These profiles are specially formulated to lay down a fine layer of the CMYK and the white overprint that we talked about, but not so much that it's going to run, puddle, or pool. Now, the printer is equipped with an upper heating portion here, which will help prevent any of that ink running or pooling. But with the right settings, good software, this should be non-issue no matter when you're printing. Now, why do we love direct-to-film so much? Well, firstly, it's a very user-friendly process. The machine's going to produce the high-resolution, vivid detail graphics for us onto our film, and the powdering can be done either manually, with a roll machine, or something like the Seismo S20. And because we're printing such a minute amount of ink onto these films, your cost per print is very minuscule. Let's talk about versatility. Now, in the garment business, your traditional cotton t-shirts are usually going to be the most cooperative with any sort of printing. With this, we can cover all of our different bases. Now, we know some of you may be coming over from the heat transfer vinyl community, but you gotta remember, for all the colors that you're gonna be producing, you're cutting, you're weeding, you're applying each one at a time. With direct-to-film, there's gonna be no limit on how many colors you can print, and because it is a water-based ink solution that we're printing in such a small amount of, it's gonna have a much nicer hand feel than a big transfer. Now, what about sublimation? One of the added benefits of direct-to-film is gonna be the white ink components. What that's going to allow us to do, in contrast to sublimation, is print full color images that can be applied to any color fabric, not just white polyester. Now, I want to go over really quick the best safe practice of how to segment off your printed film. 1, you never want to make contact with the film or do any segmenting while it's still printing. Wait till the job's done. 2nd, you never want to lift up the film to create any kind of accidental contact with the print head, so always pull the film down. And there we have it. Now, the ink is still wet, so let's go ahead into the next step. It's going to be applying our powder. What is hot melt powder, you may ask? Well, that's going to be the adhesive bonding agent when applied to the wet ink that's going to allow us to transfer this onto a wide variety of materials. And it really should just stick to the print. Place this in here like so. You see that? That's hot melt powder. It's going to be the adhesive that when dried to the wet ink will allow these transfers to have an extended shelf life. You can sell these and ship these as a service, but again, that powder is going to be the bonding agent, the glue that allows it to transfer onto all the different apparel items. After you've applied your hot melt powder, you're going to want to make sure you shake off any excess because you don't want the powder around your image. That could actually transfer as little dots. Now today we're going to be using our Phoenix Air 1620 curing oven. What this is going to do is dry the hot melting powder to our wet print and get everything prepped for transfer application. Now, in some cases, myself speaking included, I've used my heat press and hovered the heating element really close to the wet print after I've applied the powder, shaken off the excess, and that works. An oven is also a very convenient way to leave your heat press available to continue application of these transfers, and some people may even utilize a conveyor dryer. Basically, at the end of the day, you just want to make sure that you've cooked all that hot melting powder to your wet print so you can sell it, store it, ship it, or ready to apply. All right, so we've printed our transfer, we've powdered our image, and we've dried the melting powder to the actual transfer itself. And we can tell we did this successfully thanks to this nice, glossy, almost sort of orange peel texture. This is what you're looking for to make sure your transfer is ready to apply. You always want to follow your individual transfer film's unique instructions, but these will typically range from about 310 to 320 Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 seconds, depending on your film. I want to make sure I always protect my heating element by using a cover sheet. We're just going to place this right over on top and go ahead and lock this down. Now, another thing to know about DTF film in general, there's going to be different coatings on there. What I'm trying to say is this can differentiate between a cold peel, a warm peel, or a hot peel. At All American Print Supply, we're proud to offer a variety of different options for our customers, but always follow your unique transfers instructions when you're applying your DTF transfers for very best results. This film we're working with today is going to be a warm peel. We're just going to rub this a little bit with the textile itself. Now, when it comes time to peel the transfer, you never want to lift this up to the ceiling. What I like to do is find an area of the print that's got a higher concentration of ink and start there in that corner. What we're going to do in a smooth, continuous motion is actually pull it low against the garment itself, not to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3. Look at that detail. Now we're almost done. 9 times out of 10, when you are running direct-to-film transfers, you're going to want to perform what's called the finishing press, or a second press. So I'm going to place my cover sheet right back on top, and using our same settings, time, temperature, and pressure, we're going to press this a second time for about 5 seconds. Now, if you received any kind of gloss, sheen, or shine when you applied the first transfer, this will give you more of a matte or retail appearance. Also, this will embed the transfer further into the fibers, and if you weren't too careful and left a little powder that transferred, this can actually give you a chance to cook that into the garment. That came out solid, very nice hand feel, high resolution images. Now you're ready to DTF. Direct-to-film is now truly for everyone, and with the Prestige A4, DTF is for you. So whether you've been thinking about diving into direct-to-film, or maybe you're ready to graduate from other heat transfer methods, the time is now with the Prestige A4. Contact us today for more information on how to bring in this sort of printing to your operation. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. Remember guys, we see a lot of you are watching are not subscribed, and we have a lot of fun around here. So go ahead and hit that red button if you haven't done so already. Drop a thumbs up. We'll see you on the next one.